Good morning, everyone. How are you this morning? Hello, hello. I'm out here and I'm trying to dig up sweet potatoes. I've already taken care of this pot over here. These are grow pots, and I think they're 20-gallon. Rick bought them for me about a year and a half ago, and I decided I wanted to try and grow sweet potatoes in those. Now, you guys know that I had, well, maybe you don't know, but if you were watching, I'll just sweep you around here and show you that over here in my GeoBen Junior, I have fresh compost that I'm breaking down. That's just grass clippings and shredded cardboard and newspaper. I think there might be a little bit of coffee grounds in there. I believe I added about 3 or 4 pounds of worm castings. And then this side is the one that it's finished. And so I had 6 little red potatoes in there that I had chitted and I tried to grow during the summer, and nothing, absolutely nothing. They just evaporated or vaporized in the soil. So here in Florida, apparently I'm going to have to try a cooler weather, but sweet potatoes do perform well for us. And by well, I mean I actually get something. Not much, but I actually get something. So let me just pull you a little closer so that you can see. I've got you on the tripod here. Let me just aim you down. And I wanted to show you the ones that I got out of the first group. First of all, I wanted to show you this for those us worm people. There's like 24. These aren't red wigglers, so this is an earthworm. And I mean, I was just pulling them out, but I mean, they're a nice size. They're a nice size earthworm. But I'm going to give those to the new compost and let those worms live their best life over here. Sorry if you can't hear me. But let me just show you. Here's a nice size sweet potato. And let me just take the camera and see if I can show it to you this way. Here's a nice size one, and you can see there's just a few more in there. These need to cure for 2 weeks. Leave them in a well ventilated area, and they will sweeten up. So what I want to do now is try to come over here and dig in the second one. I have to tell you, every time I do this, I learn a little bit more. I've done it in the ground several times, and this is my first time trying it in grow bags. And I thought, well, I have all these wine corks that I've been saving for years, and this is also the cork from the bark from a tree. Oh, I'll just put that down at the base of the pot so that I don't have to have as much soil. What a pain in the patootie on that one. So anyway, I'm kind of doing this by hand. I just didn't want to stick a fork in there because I thought it would be full. And as you saw, I only got about 4 of them off. And I cut everything back a couple days ago, but you can see that the vine is coming out again. And I could take this vine, but can you see I'm already getting mealybug on it. So I think I'm going to maybe call it a day for this year, and see what I've got. It was all covered in vine, and I kind of pulled everything back. So let me just make sure you can actually see this. Can you see what I'm doing? We're already getting heat and sun and everything else. So let Let me take you to one so you can see that. That's a nice size. Feels like about 8 ounces, maybe a little bit more. Not too big, not too big, not too small. Just right. And I can see whitefly coming out of here. I had whitefly everywhere with this last week, and so I had to take all of the things up. But that's a nice cluster. That's a nice show for our money. I don't know if you can see that. I'll show you here in a minute. It is brutal warm out here. Hang on. Nope, that was it. But all I got out of it was I would guess another few pounds. Oh well, hang on. Now I'm over here. This is the, I have to think, comes up in the east. This is the south side of the house, of the yard, and I have the big moringa tree. It's the first moringa that we had, and I just put on my gloves, and I will try and see what we've got. This is the only one that is actually planted in the ground. So let's see how we did. I don't want to get too close to it in case I guess that's just a, I feel like I'm hitting something, but I think I'm hitting roots from the moringa tree versus anything else. Yep. Look at that. That's this moringa tree. Hang on, I'll bring you back in a minute. Well, that was it. There is a huge moringa root in there, and I can see, as much as I like having these moringa trees, and I know they're very healthy for you, they are close to invasive. Let me just take you out of here. Close to invasive in our zone 9B, because it doesn't die back. The roots just keep going. And I mean, there's a root here that I'll bet is probably halfway across my neighbor's yard, underneath that fence. But anyway, here's the sweet potatoes. I'm kind of standing here in the shade because it's probably 80, 83 and 84 in the shade. Back to 90 again today. Anyway, these are the sweet potatoes that I got from in the ground. Okay, 6 nice. They're a nice shape. They kind of look a little bit more like you would buy that kind of at the grocery store. These are the ones that were in 2 of the bags. And you can see they just, I mean, you know, each vine, and I only had like 3 vines that came up. And I'll clean them a little later and weigh them. They actually say don't wash these. Just let the soil dry off, just kind of like naturally, and that way you don't have as much of a problem with, you know, with things like fungus or mildew forming on them. But the reason you leave them for 2 weeks, and I'll put them on the back porch and in a place that hopefully will get a nice breeze. I could probably put them on the front porch, but I'm not sure if any little creatures would carry them off. But I'll bring you back in a couple weeks and let you know how they turned out. I would I'd fathom a guess at maybe 5 pounds, maybe 6 pounds, which was just the vines from that were coming out of one plant. And I will probably just take something like this and stick it in water and see if I can just keep the vine going, and then start it again maybe in the winter. So that was it. That was all I wanted to show you. I'll give you a sweep here. Tell you, this is the cleanest the fence has been in months, because I was growing both sweet potato vines all along here, about good almost halfway. And also I had 2 volunteer Everglades tomatoes that had taken over this section of the fence. But I'm trying to get ready early. This is mid-September, and we have October and November, and by mid-November Rick will be putting Christmas lights on this back fence so that we can enjoy them in the evenings. That was about it. I think that was about all I wanted to show you. The worms, there ended up being like 24 or 25 large worms, and I turned it over, and as quickly as I turned it over, they disappeared. Maybe they didn't disappear. Maybe they're hugging on tight. But you can see the little mushy in there. I hope everybody has a great day. Come back and see me again real soon. Remember, garden what you've got. Bye-bye.